Okay, so find f prime at a for the function 3x squared minus 4x plus 1. So when you're finding a derivative with expression, so this, you can think of this function f at x with sum of three functions. Okay, the first one is 3x squared, the second one is the minus 4x, and the last one is a constant. So if you want to find the derivative of f at x, you can actually find the derivative of 3x squared, right? And the derivative of 4x, and the derivative of 1, and add the results together. You can do this because a derivative is a concept of limits, and remember that limits, you can do the limits to the three separate terms separately and then add the results afterwards. Okay, so what I mean by that here is, let me actually call that right there, a at x. Let me call this b at x. Let me call that c at x. So f prime at x is same thing as a prime at x, b prime at x, c prime at x. Okay, so a prime at x is limit h approaches to 0, and we're talking about x plus h, right? A at x plus h minus a at x all over h. Okay, similarly, okay. And now let me replace a with the 3x squared. Okay, so you get 3x plus h squared minus 3x squared. Okay, and the second term is minus 4x, so let me change that to minus and put 4x plus h minus 4x. And the last one is the constant 1, right? So it's just going to be 1 minus 1. That's going to turn into 0 right away. So notice how easy it is to do these individual limits rather than when they're all together. Okay, so this is a very simple case of differences of squared. So let's factor it by first factoring out 3, right? And difference of square factoring with x plus h squared and x squared. So we get x plus h minus x plus h plus x, here again factor out 4, we get a x plus h minus x. Okay, so note that the x cancels out here, that will reduce to give you 1, so that's minus 4. Okay, here note that that right there turns into h, right, because the x cancels out and h will reduce to give you 1. So what we have left over is just 3 times 2x plus h. Now let's replace h with 0. We get 6x minus 4. Therefore, f prime at a, or instead of x, it'll be 6a minus 4.